All right, good morning, everybody. If you'll all take your seats, we'll get started with the program. Thank you.
Busy schedules. Thank you. I was just using my teacher's voice. I'd like to begin this morning by recognizing our special guests and colleagues that have taken time out of their busy schedules to join us for this important event. First, my colleague, Dr. Douglas Houston, our Interim Chancellor at State Center. Next, we have Trustee Magdalena Gomez, who's also the Vice President of the State Center Community College District Board of Trustees. Lucy Ruiz, who's our Public Information Officer and Government Liaison with State Center. We have with us also Dr. Joaquin Arambula, our Assembly Member from the 31st District. Felicia Matles, his Communications Director. Changtua Mua Van Sua, who is the Senior Field Representative for Dr. Arambula's office. Denise Sahajian, Field Representative for Senator Dianne Feinstein's office. Alan Croker, President of 196 Architects. Stephen King, 196 Architects. Mike Marsh, Harris Construction. We have Mayor of Reedley, Mary Fast. Matthew Tuttle, one of our city councilmen. And Dr. Altagracia Guerrero, Superintendent of Parlier Unified School District. And I may have missed him this morning, but I'll call his name regardless. Dr. Joe Hernandez, Superintendent, Dinuba Unified School District. And I haven't seen Renee Delaporte yet. Is she here with us? Renee is the Public Information Officer for Kings Canyon Unified School District. Also with us today is our Vice Chancellor, Christine McTarian, over our facilities. And Rico Guerrero, who's the Executive Director of the State Center Foundation, also known as Mr. Giving Tuesday today. Thank you all for being here today as we celebrate the start of construction for this critically important education center, which will serve our children and adults for decades to come. Now I'd like to introduce our Interim Chancellor, Dr. Douglas Houston.
Thank you, Dr. Buckley. He was making sure I knew who'd introduce after me. I need handlers these days. This is really starting to become a great trend. If you look at the front of your brochure, Here We Grow Again, there's a great trend going on here at Ridley College. We're ushering in a new chapter for the campus, this time in the form of another state-of-the-art facility. It wasn't too long ago that we had a ribbon cutting on another state-of-the-art facility here at Ridley College. So the home of the Tigers will soon have a brand new den for its faculty, students, and future Tigers. This 20,000 square foot building that will be constructed on this site is a dream come true for several decades now. It's a dream that many here have been working on and bringing to fruition. This facility will have 7 classrooms, an outdoor play yard with a nature learning area, food service area, office space for instructors, and a nurse. Early education is extremely important here at Ridley College. The staff here have been doing an outstanding job for a very long time, providing students with tools that are necessary to become educators for the future, as well as supporting the children of students and faculty and staff and community members. The infants, toddlers, and preschoolers that are already here are having a great education experience. This new facility will make that even better. So it's an honor for me to be here today. We'll see you again here in February with another groundbreaking very close to this facility for the McClarty Center for the Fine and Performing Arts. So thank you, and let's go Tigers. And it's my pleasure to introduce next Magdalena Gomez, Vice President of the Board of Trustees for the State Center Community College District.
Good morning y buenos días a todos. It is nice to see you all here. It's been over 20 years since I ran into someone, and that is Dr. Joe Hernandez. I told him he was not going to recognize me very much because he was my principal at Eric White Elementary School. And the reason why he won't recognize me, I told him, is because I didn't spend much time at the principal's office. Thank goodness. As the front of your program states, here we grow again. It is my distinct pleasure to stand here before you today to help officially welcome another state-of-the-art facility to the Reedley College campus. As most people have stated, and some of you were here, we did do the opening for the Math and Science Center. We also had another press conference with Dr. Joaquina Rambula's office for the $1 million gift donation, which I pleaded for more. Thankfully, we have Diane Feinstein's office here, which we will plead for more. From the federal funds, it is my duty to keep asking, especially on Giving Tuesday, with our head here, Rico Guerrero, to keep on giving, and I will do myself. Today's groundbreaking ceremony has been envisioned for well over a decade, and it is exciting to see this day finally come to Reedley College. On a personal note, I've had cousins pass through here to the Child Development Center. One just graduated last year, and I was surprised to see her that she wanted to continue in this realm after babysitting a lot of our younger family members, that she continued in the child development career. The Early Childhood and Education Center facility is much needed, not just for our students and staff, but for the students and faculty members who have childcare needs while at work or taking classes here on campus. And that goes a long way for our rural communities who, as you know, sometimes can work 3 turns here in these small surrounding areas going from job to job. It aligns perfectly with the mission we have here to provide basic needs for our students to maximize their learning capabilities. While we are thrilled to see another construction crew back on campus, no one is excited to see it more than the staff in our early childhood and education pathway. They have worked very hard to serve our students and their families, as well as instruct future educators, which is, again, important given, you know, how, I guess, the superintendents of Parlier and Dainuba are here, given how from an early age, from 0 to 3, it is super important to educate our youth so they can maximize all the education and experience and have those better opportunities to move on up. And I specifically would like to congratulate them and the staff today for their education and dedication to this program. I look forward to giving more certificates and degrees with all of you next year. I can't wait for all you to work in a facility like this. The math and science already know what it's like to have nice white painted walls, and you will get your opportunity to hang whatever artwork you want, I guess, in your new space. It is well deserved and about time. Thank you for being here today, and we look forward to seeing you back here in April of 23 for the ribbon cutting ceremony. I like to stress our food pantry that we just had a press conference for the opener, and I hope that you step in and see the space so you know what you're giving to for all our students here who've had some trouble, just getting their basic needs. So once again, welcome to Reedley College. Thank you to all the invited here and the ones who are seeing us on Facebook Live. And I'd like to congratulate you all here at Reedley College, to the people who put this program together. Tom from Facilities, who's always great to be here. And please come watch our basketball games and everything else. We just had an exciting football game that we just won. And so, again, there's more to Reedley College than press conferences. We have a culture here, and so I invite all the electeds to come on by. Thank you. I'd like now to introduce Juan Bedoya, Dean of Instruction, to come on up.
Thank you. It gives me great pleasure to have an opportunity to speak to all of you regarding Reedley College's newest construction project. Just to provide all of you with some context, the Child Development Program and Lab School began in 1965, and the program has grown to over 2,500 students with declared majors in education. The previous portables that have supported our students have lasted almost 25 years, And during this time, the Early Childhood Education Department has thrived. In this new space that is being created, our programs will have room for continued growth. It is the only child development center that provides care and education for infants in the district, as well as toddlers and preschoolers. The Early Childhood Education Lab School is also supported by amazing early childhood education faculty and staff, such as Marcy Davidson, Nancy Marsh, Rochelle Swallow, Shannon Mendieta, Ruby Sanchez, Amanda Tainer, Anna Cruz, Kim Trakeo, Susana Cruz, and Gemma Ortega, who work tirelessly to provide the best education for our students. By leading the way in grant writing, providing exceptional education for future teachers, and helping maintain high enrollment and course completion. The construction of our Early Childhood Education Center, now named the Children's Program and Lab School, provides care and education for children from 6 weeks to 6 years old. It will allow our students to have further opportunities to pursue and complete their studies at Reedy College with further peace of mind that their children will be well taken care of by our wonderful support staff. The impact of the formation of this new construction project will have our students and community, which we cannot understate. This building will serve as a critical pathway of support for our students to better themselves academically and socially as they work towards a better life for themselves and their families. As lead of instruction, I thank all of you for your presence today as we commemorate the groundbreaking ceremony of this new facility. Thank you very much for your time. And with that, I would like to introduce Marcy Davidson, Early Education Instructor. Thank you.
Good morning. I'd like to invite the Early Childhood Education faculty and staff to join me up here because we are a team. Come on, guys. It is an honor for us to be here with you today, and me as your spokesperson on behalf of the Early Childhood and Education Department. I'm Marcy Davidson. I'm a child development instructor and the department chair. Let me begin by saying we have all waited a very long time for this day. When I first came to Reedley 14 years ago, during my final interview, the then president laid the blueprint in front of me and said, this is what you're going to be doing. Little did I know it would take 14 years. So before I arrived on campus, there were many people before me that actually begun this. This has been a 20-year project in all. We have many who have helped pave the way, so a special thank you goes out to all who have given input, shared ideas, collaborated, supported this effort. Thank you to our past and current lab staff and faculty members, deans and administrators, district facilities team, board of trustees, architects, planning team, and campus presidents, especially Dr. Buckley, for his continued support for our program. It has also truly been the teamwork that makes the dream work. We are honored today to have somebody with us who actually began this process over 20 years ago. I'd like to introduce our previous instructor coordinator, Carrie Olsen. Carrie, if you could just wave and say. Carrie is now retired, but she was with Reedley from 1969 to 2001. So we, as the Early Childhood Education team, stand before you today. We wanted to share our excitement, a little history about our program, and what we do, and our hope for the future as we break ground on our new Center for Early Childhood and Education. The Early Childhood and Education program is the largest technical education program at Reedley College and the second largest guided pathways instructional program, serving upwards of 2,500 students with majors in all areas and fields in education. Our program provides certificates and degrees for those who plan to work with children and families in our communities. We currently have 4 full-time faculty members, including our lab school coordinator, 10 adjunct instructors, 3 counselors, 3 permanent lab school staff, and amazing support from all areas on campus. Our students graduate, transfer, and go on to become infant toddler teachers or child care providers, preschool teachers or transitional kindergarten teachers, elementary school teachers, social workers, pediatric nurses, school psychologists, curriculum specialists, administrators, and many more careers that support our communities. The original Child Development Center began on campus over 50 years ago, but actually not even on campus. It was across the street at a church. Over the past 30 years, we have been located in the small portables that were once located behind us. Though small, we are mighty. 13 years ago, we became nationally credited and have maintained that status ever since. 10 years ago, we received a grant to establish a breastfeeding room for nursing mothers on campus and in the community. 6 years ago, we were awarded a 5-star rating with the Fresno County Early Stars Quality Improvement Rating System. 4 years ago, we were given the honor of national recognition as a Certified Nature Explorer outdoor classroom. And just this past month, received the C Campus grant, which will provide funding to help students pay for their children's lab school tuition. We're also the first campus department to move our courses to fully OER, online educational resources, to provide low to no cost textbook materials for our students. We strive to serve the Reedley College community with continuous grants and program to enhance not only our program, but the campus life for all students. This new building that we've waited 20 years for. This new building will have an instructional classroom and student resource space for our faculty and students to work together to complete their coursework. This new building will have offices for our early childhood education full-time faculty and counselors to meet with students one-on-one, and shared office space for adjunct instructors to meet with students before and after class. We will have private offices for our lab school coordinator and shared offices for our lab school staff. There will be a full-sized industrial kitchen to provide the federal food program to children, a lab staff lounge, a nurse's station and breastfeeding room, and a welcoming lobby to all who enter. And this building will house our amazing nationally accredited children's program and lab school, which will provide state-of-the-art early education for our youngest campus tigers, with 2 infant, 2 toddler, and 2 preschool classrooms, doubling our current capacity. This will allow us to serve more children and therefore support more adult students as they come to Reedley to continue their education. The lab school is an integral part of the early childhood instructional program and provides hands-on experiences, student teaching opportunities, student employment, observation space for future teachers to work alongside their instructors and lab staff. Once complete, we will provide an excellent experience for 120 children and 300 lab students every semester. In addition, there will be a new space that will help us grow our education component to add more education courses and degrees to provide training to all who want to become teachers. Though we have waited 20 years for this day, timing couldn't be better. With the overhaul in the state of California and the new roadmap to shape early care and education, we know that our program, building an amazing lab school, will have a lasting impact on the education and future teachers, as well as the children who pass through our doors. Over the next 5 years and beyond, we will be able to support the impact of the current and expected teacher shortage in California. With campus and community partnerships, instructional classes, and utilizing the space as a training ground for high-quality education within the community, this is a place where all children and students will have the tools to realize their dream and potential. Thank you. I'd like to invite Stephen King from 9-6 Architects to come up.
Good morning. I'm Stephen King with 19-6 Architects. I'm a senior project architect with the firm. Alan Croker, our principal, is here as well. It's exciting for us to be here and be a part of this. And in case some of you are thinking this, I know half of you are, no, I haven't written any good books lately. No, we can move on from that. It's really special to me to think about the hundreds of people and the tens of thousands of hours that it takes to get a project like this from conception to turning keys and opening doors. We're pleased to be a part of that team, and I really appreciated Marcy's opening comments about her team and about the many people and the team that it takes to get to this point. And each of us have a role. Each of us have what we bring to the process. And I think each of us have a sense of ownership in the project based on what we do. I remember one time talking to a landscape architect and he was talking about this project being his project, and I thought, it's not his project, it's my project. You know, it's not owned by any one of us, but we each have a sense of ownership and a sense of commitment to the project, that whether, you know, it's the people that started this 20 years ago when to now, and then to be at the point of beginning construction. It just takes so much time, effort, talent, hours, and cooperation. And I just want to echo Marcy's comments about teamwork. From the time that we became involved and
what we really see as our first step in what we do is listening and being good listeners. We were just impressed with the people that we met in State Center Community College District and on this campus at all levels. There's just the quality of people and the care that they had for what's going on here. So we appreciate being included in the team, being invited by you to be your architects. And we've had a good consultant team that supports us in what we do with just thousands of more hours there. And I really am reminded, as I said, that when I come to groundbreakings and ribbon cuttings, that it's not my project, it's our project. And there's so many people involved that I don't even know and see, but I appreciate everybody's part. And again, thank you for the privilege of being here to listen to you and try and put your ideas into drawings and plans and models that communicate to you what those ideas are for you to react to and to help us come to a project. And then ultimately it's for the users, the end users and the kids and the kids that will be cared for here and the young adults that will be receiving instruction here. And gosh, what about the impact it's going to have for decades and centuries? So we're thankful to be a part of your team. We're moving from the design phase to the construction phase, as you can see behind us, and that's exciting. I love the construction phase. I will be involved as construction manager for the project through the 20 months that it'll take to get to April of 2023, and I look forward to that involvement. I'm an architect who loves contractors and appreciates their part in it. Sometimes in our profession there can be a natural adversarial relationship that comes up between contractors and architects, and I'd never bought into that, so I look forward to being a partner with the district and the campus and the contractor as we move forward. Representing the contractor, Harris Construction, is Mike Marsh. So Mike is following me. I'll invite Mike to come on up.
Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, we're not adversarial at all. We like working as part of a team, and we're really honored and very appreciative to have this opportunity. And I've kind of been listening to everybody this morning. I didn't realize how long in the making this was. And so it's real exciting for a contractor to have that unique ability and opportunity to build your dream. And so that's what we're really excited for. And I kind of look back through Harris's history, and I realized we've built elementary schools, middle schools, we've been on high school campus, we're on right now in Reedley. We've never had the opportunity yet to build for Reedley College. So we're very excited to show you what we can do and to build your dream. And it actually be in 17 months. So we're already, it sounds like we're a couple months ahead of schedule. So that's good. I'll make it easy on you. And so you can see we're already well underway. Sometimes as being a contractor, rain can be a little problematic for us. So we're trying to go as absolutely fast as possible right now to get concrete in the ground. That way, bring the rain on because we need it so desperately in this valley. So anyways, we're really excited to be a part of the team because it really is a team, particularly as a contractor coming in at the very kind of tail end to build it. So we're real excited for this opportunity. And then also, we're going to be bringing in elements of local outreach. So that way we're trying to reach out to our local workers and bring them and make them a part of this project. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you on behalf of Harris for this opportunity to build your dream.
Thank you, Mike, and thank you to all of our speakers. As you can see behind me, we have 20 shovels and I think 20 hard hats. So it's time for the ceremonial groundbreaking. We would like to have all of our speakers and members of our early childhood and education pathway to please go ahead and grab a shovel and a hat, and we will do the ceremonial first shoveling of the site of our new facility. And then we'll take a group photo, and I will risk my life on the top step of that ladder to take the picture. And then following the photo with our speakers and the members of our department, we'd like to have everybody come around for a big group shot as well.
So, George, have you signed your indemnification form yet?
Not yet. Okay, thank you, everybody, and please enjoy the refreshments and the social time. And thank you for coming.